motivation and preparation led to a new sensation, new creation. That's what you're facing. Now watch my elevation.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, did Gervonta Tank Davis prove he's the best lightweight in the world with his 6-round knockout of Rolly Romero? And I'm going to turn it over to a man who's saying he finally beat a full-fledged 135-pounder, Conspiracy G.
Hold on. Just because I'm giving Tank that.
Yo, bro, you said it. I just said something you said, bro. What's up, yo?
This question is a lot different. Does it prove that he's the best lightweight? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you think about all the top dogs at 135, I don't see him doing none of that. Like, Loma's not as foolish as Rolly. But at least Rolly's small. I mean, Loma is smaller, so who knows? But Ryan, Ryan, he still makes some mistakes. He would never make that type of mistake. Devin's definitely not going to make the same mistake that Rolly made. So that's definitely not happening. And even if Shakur moves up to 135, Shakur's not going to make that mistake either. You know what I mean? Teofimo's not going to make that mistake. So, nah, man, this doesn't prove anything for Tank, to be honest with you. But what I do like about this fight, though, is afterwards, when now they're asking him the questions about these other guys, and Tank is like, I pulled the nigga off the glass. Right now, all right, but that, yeah, safety on this clock because you
I'm telling you this, Jim Gray. There's been gun violence in Baltimore for years. And that.
But, and salute to Tank, how he responded. I thought Tank has matured a lot, so I just want to give him a shout out. But even with all his maturity, none of that proves that he's the best lightweight in this division. There's real killers in his division. And that performance didn't really prove much, right? Like, because it was a typical victory. Like, the fact that I'm telling you, the fact that I envisioned the way he performed, like, just like that, tells you Rolly's not really that dude. You know what I mean? So I'm just curious, though, to see if Tank is really a man of his word and he's really going to go after the real competition in the division.
All right. We're going to bring in Plizax.
Yo. So did he prove he's the best? Yes or no? I would say this. Yes. Well, by beating Rolly, did he prove he's the best boxer? No, because Rolly's not a test to show you that you're the best boxer. So by doing your job, doing what you're supposed to do, cool, but that doesn't prove you're the best. But he is the best in the sense that he's the biggest star, right? Tank is the biggest star at 135, I think, by far. He sold out the Barclays. He's on pay-per-view. We don't know the numbers yet, but he probably had a good number because there was really good build-up to this fight. And perception sometimes trumps reality. Because you're the biggest star, people know you by name. They know Tank. They don't really know, Kambosos. They don't know Haney yet. So even if Kambosos or Haney become the undisputed champion, the public doesn't really know them like that. They do know Tank, though. And for the simple fact that Tank is on pay-per-view, he's the best in the public's eye, right? Because he's the biggest star. So for that sense, he is the best because he's the man to beat. Because this is about money, right? This is prize fighting. You want to get the prize. Tank is the biggest prize in 135 right now. You want to beat him because you want to get his name value. So Tank is showing that he's got a big star power. Is he the best? I don't think so. I think he could be. I think he has a chance against any of these guys. I don't think he necessarily beats all of them. But because he's such a big star, he is the man to beat. So he's the best in the public's eye, the untrained eye, people who don't really follow the sport. And that sometimes matters more than the actual leather straps and stuff, because at the end of the day, you're trying to make money. So I would say he is the best in the world because that's what people see. I mentioned Tank to people like, oh yeah, Tank. I called people last night like, oh yeah, Tank's fighting tonight, right? People know about him. nobody's really talking about like, oh, is Haney fight? You know, is the Haney fight on tonight and that's no disrespect to them because those are good fighters. But Tank is the man right now, so he's the best. Yes, he is the best because you have to beat him to let the world know that you're the best. So you have to go through Tank at 135.
All right. Dollar Bill.
I see what you're saying, Complex, and I agree a little bit because I think that Tank is the biggest star at that division, but he is not the best at that division. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree.
By far. But I totally agree with that aspect. So, no, he is not the best lightweight in the world to answer the question.
All right. And now, Ned, the TBE.
I feel this is conflicting because I feel everybody at this division still has proven themselves. Only Loma didn't lose to Teofimo, he would be number one. But Loma lost, Teofimo lost, Haney had some slip-ups. That Tank's not really hasn't really tested the waters, huh?
You have to be undefeated to be the best?
No. I'm going at everybody. Haney had some slip-ups. Tank hasn't tested.
What is Haney slip-ups? I'm just curious because he's undefeated.
He's when he fought Jojo White, he got a little reckless where he got caught a couple punches. But I'm just like, it's like they're not showing you
hit in boxing.
So no.
Perfect.
It was just. He tried
all these guys you mentioned hold real titles before.
He tried to take punches with JoJo, and it didn't work out.
Let me ask you a question. You don't think JoJo Diaz would hit Tank?
Huh?
I think he would a lot. I think he would.
Jorge Linares would definitely hit Tank, bro.
Let me just
a lot.
I'm saying he made some poor choices with JoJo Diaz. It didn't end in a knockout, but it was like you saw Haney get rocked. You saw these guys look vulnerable in some of their fights. Ryan Garcia against to go.
Luke Campbell. Those guys. It was just a bunch of. It's just like real fighters.
You must have forgot the Pitbull Cruz fight.
They're not showing it.
Real fighters, bro. Former champions.
No,
real fighters. Real belts. You're talking about guys who had real belts.
I'm saying these guys are on an even platform right now. Kambosos just became champion. And he has to prove if next week, if he beats
Kambosos don't got to prove nothing. What he got to prove? He beat a real fighter.
He beat a real fighter, but
who
the
beat
state
Lomachenko
with a real belt for a real belt.
He got real belts. Yo, you know them secondary belts that Devin got? Kambosos got the real ones.
Yeah. I'm saying Kambosos got the real
one.
But if he doesn't stay champion,
he was the real one. If he doesn't stay champion, he was the real one though.
The real songs are big. No made up shit.
It's even. There's
that's like Dillian White talking trash to Deontay Wilder. He was the real one though. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the fights next week till we get the prediction, till we get the results from next week's fight. It's like they're all even. They're all on an even playing field right now. There's no one above the other. They all got. I see. I'm just saying. I see flaws in everybody's.
This is those moments like when Ned said, Pacquiao's power is what he gave him a 50.
Yo, watch it. Let me just get this out. I'm not saying they're trash. I'm not discrediting none of these fighters. I'm just saying they're all on an even playing field until we get the results.
Okay, all right, wait. Let me ask you a question. Just for clarification. You're saying Gervonta Davis, not Gervonta. Let me leave Gervonta out. You're saying that Devin Haney, Kambosos, and Vasily Lomachenko are all on the same playing field right now. That's what you're saying.
Lomachenko wants his belts back.
No. I'm just asking you a yes or no question.
Yes,
you're saying Lomachenko,
yes,
Devin Haney, and George Kambosos are on the same playing field, and nobody else. And nobody else, right?
No. I'm saying Ryan Garcia, Tank are on there too. But listen, can I just elaborate what I'm saying? All I'm saying is these guys,
I'm done.
Next week, Kambosos faces Haney. Whoever
wins that fight
takes a lead in that horse race. It's a horse race. Takes a lead in that horse race, but it's not a far margin. It's not like a long lead like to number one. Because these guys are all talented, and I'm not going to discredit their talent. Tank has power. Tank has a chin, and he's shown that multiple times.
Hold on. So you're telling me Kambosos, let's just say Kambosos beats Haney. You're still giving Tank above Kambosos.
No. Kambosos proves himself. Like, yo, I'm here.
I think I get what Ned is saying. Ned, you're saying that any of these guys could beat the other ones on the given night, that they're equally matched. That's what you mean? Like, okay.
I never said that. Like, y'all didn't hear that? Come on. Oh,
so wouldn't it automatically go to the person that has a more established resume then?
It's just Lomachenko is an assassin. I think he's on a vengeance right now, and I want to see him come through and like do what he has to do. But there's still
he's a real assassin in Ukraine right now with an actual. He's actually an assassin. My bad.
There's killers in this division. You just said it. You said it earlier.
He's really killing people right now.
This is an exciting division. Lightweight division is an exciting division, and I just want these guys to fight each other. But you know, with the politics and everything of boxing, everybody's like, nah, you know, it's too soon, it's too early, or so.
Let me ask you a question, Ned.
What's up?
Is it fair to say, right, when you're Canelo and you're the money man, you could pick who you want to fight?
Yeah.
So like Canelo picks Bivol, he wants to fight him, right? When you're the money man in the division, like, you know, you get to pick who you want to fight, right? So Tank's the money man in this division, as established by Complex and is established by like pretty much Trill agrees. We can see that, but he hasn't fought nobody.
Yeah.
So is it fair to say it's his fault that he's fighting nobody? It's his team's fault that he's fighting nobody when he's the man with the cachet.
I'm not saying I'm not Tank for his fight. Tank has established himself. 27 fights. He's established himself.
Yo, Gilly wanted to kick him off the show after that.
I'm not bringing
Don't
that.
mention those names.
I'm saying these guys are all talented. They all got skills, and they all have they all are like they got potential to be number one, but. It's a tight race right now. It's a tight race until next Sunday. If Kambosos beats Haney, number one. Haney gets these belts and proves he's not no paper champion, number one. Then right there comes Swoops in. Who's next? Who's next? Who's hit next to the throne of champion? Because everybody's like hyenas salivating right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a tight race. It's a tight race. He's not the best in life. They're all right here, neck and neck.
I can walk with you a little bit on Devin Haney only because he was emailed the belt and he didn't win it in the ring. So his fight with George Kambosos is really going to be his major test to winning titles in the actual ring. And Gervonta Davis can say, well, he didn't win it in the ring and I didn't win, I'm not the champion, so it is what it is. But when you're talking about Vasily Lomachenko and you're talking about George Kambosos, they actually got it the hard way.
That's what I'm saying.
They won it in the ring. And, George Kambosos lost to Teofimo Lopez. I mean, not George Kambosos. Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. So Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez lost to George Kambosos.
Yep.
And all three of them got it the hard way.
The hard way.
I agree.
Yeah. So for me, those guys are like the top right now. Now, Devin has a chance to put himself in that equation if he beats George Kambosos. You talk about Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney. I'm giving Devin the edge because I do think Devin fought the better fighters. Like, I think that Jorge Linares is dangerous, and he showed, and Devin was able to survive that. And Jojo Diaz is a dog, and he beat him. Now, when I look at Gervonta Tank Davis opponents, there's always something with them. And like Complex said, they always put him in the ring with people who he can look good against, right? So last night, although Rolly presents dangers, his boxing IQ is low. The most important thing on someone is their IQ. Because if not, you can outsmart them. And that's what Tank said. I knew from the press conference I could outsmart him. Because he was at the edge of the ring. And so I just was like, I could push him. You know what I'm saying? That's what.
Yeah, I can't support that side. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what it was. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is. Tell me I'm lying though. That's all I'm waiting for. Tell me I'm lying though. So
it's funny because it's true.
Too soon? I don't know. Whatever, right? It just happened yesterday. All right, yo. Nah, but the fact remains, right? Gervonta Davis, you know, he's playing this game where he's knocking out mediocre to novice fighters, and he's getting the love, respect, and the adulation for it. That's cool. But at the end of the day, when we're talking about did he prove he's the best, hell to the no. He's getting, here's what he's getting. He's getting the notoriety. He has the right promotional team behind him. Floyd has co-signed him, and in some weird way, Tank is mad about it. He feels like he's in Floyd Mayweather's shadow, when if you weren't in that shadow, no one's coming to see you. Everything you inherited, Michael Strahan and all these celebrities in the front row, that's what Floyd had, that he passed down to you. And you sitting there, we're going to get into this a little later, but I'm going to go in deeper detail to that. But here's the point I'm making. Gervonta Davis is a sideshow. I'm going to keep it a buck with you and be as real as can be. Teofimo Lopez will beat his ass. Would beat his ass. Easy money. I believe Vasily Lomachenko would beat his ass. Easy money. Devin Haney would beat his ass. Easy money. Who's the Devin, Vasily? Those top guys.
Shakur. What about Shakur?
Shakur, dog, he won't even touch Shakur, bro. He won't even touch Shakur. That's the dumbest fight he can make. That's called high risk, no reward. You're gonna get embarrassed and you ain't gonna make no money off of it. He better stay away from Shakur. Shakur is very dangerous for all of them guys, but especially him. Especially him. So he better stay away from Shakur. That's an easy that's easy money for Shakur. The closest fight he got, which is why they should make that fight, is Ryan Garcia. For the both of them. It's a big money fight, and that's one where I'm like, I can see Tank winning, but I can see Ryan winning. And it's the least amount of risk for the both of them, and they'll make the most money. That's the fight they should make. But even then, Ryan's taller. Ryan's fast. Jab mean. Check hooks mean. He's not going to come running in with his chin up. And if Rolly could control the distance on you, Ryan can control the distance on you. And Ryan got a little bit more pop than people give him credit for. So I'm just saying to you, man, you know, when we talk about the upper echelon, I don't know if Tate can hang. There's a reason there's been a safety on that Glock. It's because that Glock might jam in combat. You know what I'm saying? So he might want to, you know what I mean, show a little bit more love and respect his promotional team, because they got him popping without him really having to get it popping, if you know what I'm saying.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check us out on all streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.